Okay, okay. Wait, I think somebody just texted me that like he's already listening to me. I think so, but it is 3:24 Los Angeles time. I still have like 6 minutes before I officially start. But right now, these 6 minutes, I'm just like setting up my stuff, just to make sure. Yep, I'm very excited for today's episode. Very nice, very lovely topic. Songs from 2024 movies. I have my playlist. I have like more than 30 songs, I think. And that is very nice because just in case, I never have my playlist 100% like the most I have is usually choosing the songs. Like, okay, these are like the 20 or 25 or 30 songs that I have for today's session. And then at the moment, that's when I feel like, okay, I feel in the mood of playing this. And then, oh, now I'm in the mood of playing this other thing. Like, I'm not so organized, because even when in my free time when I'm listening to music, I'm also like, oh, I'm going to be listening to music, and then be like, oh yeah, this song, oh now this other song, oh now this entire album. Like, I like to keep that flow, whenever I'm listening to music in any situation. 3:25. Uh, what else I have to say before we officially start? We officially start. Yep. 5 minutes of me just talking and babbling because the previous DJ, she left. Yeah, as I told you, she usually leaves like 3:22, I would say, which is nice for me because I'm still in her time. Not really. Well, she gave away her time, so I'm getting like extra time. And um, 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 um yeah, I'm just like making up time. Like, I'm right now just being 100% sure of how should I start this radio session. Like, I have a lot. I'm noticing like, wow, this is too much. Also, like, I have two songs from a very specific movie that I don't think I'm going to play it, just to prevent any political trouble, because in case you don't know, I'm not allowed to get into political stuff in this radio station. So yeah, I mean, I can say, oh, I'm going to play these two songs from. I found it out from two different movies, but not from that specific movie. Like, people will already know. I'm already telling you too much about the movie by just saying it's the most controversial movie of 2024. Yep, I already got very explicit about that. If there is extra time in the last minutes, maybe if I feel like, oh, I really, it's because it had very wonderful, popular songs from the 80s, and I think from the 70s also. The point is that I don't know, the movie wasn't the great movie, but it has a very wonderful soundtrack. Like, I feel guilty because that's like the big thing for me with movies. Like, sometimes if they have very specific songs, very cool soundtrack, they can really manipulate me of how much I like the movie. Because if you remove those songs, then the movie loses its very coolness or awesome quality. And I have 3 minutes left. 3 minutes to officially start playing the songs, to officially start the radio station. Um, I think I'm going to start with a movie that I watched it two times, because I watched it the first time because I was like, oh, I need to watch it in the biggest screen I can find. And then I watched the movie and I was like, was it a good movie? And then I was invited by some family members to rewatch it. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to rewatch it no matter what. And then it was like, okay, I think my opinion didn't change that much. Luckily, I was very scared of, oh, this second time I'm going to hate it. But no, it was like, okay. It had the same flaws, it had the same details that I was like, okay, this rewatch confirmed my things about that movie. And also, like, I have like my 15 or 20 favorite movies of 2024. Like, just in case you don't know, I'm like a film addict, sadly. I have no cure for that, sadly. Yeah. And And so yeah, I watch hundreds of movies every year, and including the movies that get released every new year. Yep. And so this year I was like a little bit disappointed with the movies. I didn't find a movie that I really, really, really loved it. I found like movies that I was like, oh, this is very, very good. I could round it up and say that I love the movie, but there wasn't a movie that was like, oh, since the first seconds, since the first minutes until the last minutes, the last seconds of the movie, I love the movie, you know? There were movies that I was like, okay, it's a movie, you know? I'm happy that a human being and the team of those human beings were able to make that wonderful work of art, work of entertainment. I have few seconds left before 3:30, you know, and I have 15 seconds left. Hopefully, there's a lot of people listening to me, thousands, even millions of people listening to me, maybe more than a billion people listening to me right now. But it's just funny. I just like doing this because it's just having fun. It's officially 3:30 p.m. Los Angeles time, live from KLMU online radio station, Los Angeles, California, specifically Westchester, which is where LAX is located, and also the university of this radio station is located, Loyola Marymount University. This is the world's classiest radio show featuring John Stein-Siena. Today's episode is about songs from 2024 movies. And yeah, I'm very happy, very, very happy to be listening to this. Today was like my last time hosting a radio slot. I will be like, yeah, it was very nice. Yeah, 2024 was a very interesting year. That's like the most polite way to say it for me. But there were many movies, yep. If I noticed something weird about movies from 2024, I'm not sure. Maybe it's like, I think, I'm not sure at all. Maybe it's just like people realizing that things are now different after COVID. That's maybe my only thing I could arguably say from 2024 movies. But it's not. It's just way, too useless to say that. But well, I think it's a good way. A good way to start with this radio station is to play the opening song from one of the most interesting movies of 2024. I really like that movie opened with like a man and he's there and something this happens, something that happens, and then the credits are opening, and the weird thing about those credits is like they are from right to left, and it's not it's like a very beautiful design of the opening credits, like it's just like the tiny details that I love when I found in a movie. So that that's how I'm going to start with the one of the first tracks of that movie, and then add some more tracks that appear into that movie. I think you will later find out what movie is it, but then I will let you know. This is John Stein-Siena speaking. Thank you for listening, and you're about to listen the first round of tracks that are from 2024 movies. So thank you. Hope you can enjoy the experience now, which is about to start now. Here we go. There it is. It is about to start. Intermission. End of intermission. Thank you. You just listen One for You and One for Me by La Bionda. And before that, you listen You Are My Destiny by Mina. And before that, the first song of this episode was The Overture, also known as Boss, by Daniel Blomberg. That is an original composition for the movie The Brutalist. So yeah, these three songs were from The Brutalist. Yeah, I mean, it divided a lot of people opinions because in general, I think it was a good movie. I didn't think it was like the greatest thing ever, but it was like, hey, I like it. I think it's going to age well. And usually friends, people that I was finding, in on campus, outside of campus, they were like, I didn't like it. Nah, too long. No. And I'm like, well, I mean, it's good that once in a while this kind of movie exists, I have to admit, it felt like the most Oscar baited thing in recent years, but I just still like it, It reminds me of the best movies. Yeah, nominated for Best Picture, many things. Hopefully, it can win some of those prizes, some of those awards. And this is a good transition for another wonderful movie that has got a lot of nominations, and it's the Palme d'Or winner of 2024. This time we are going to into the round of songs from the movie Anora. So I'm going to start playing this. Thank you for listening. Keep listening good music and watch good movies always. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to TATU. I actually never knew. I think it's like a female duo. Well, that group, um, for the song "All the Things She Said," and before that you listen "Dreaming" by Blondie. Oh, I really love that band. And before that you listen to the opening song of the movie Anora, which is "The Greatest Day," originally from Take That, but it is a remix by Robin Schulz. So those three songs are from the movie Anora. Yeah, wow. It was. I think it was a great movie. It's also. I think these Oscars, the only two nominees that I think like, oh, I actually like those a lot. Well, those two and one more that I'm going to play next. Those I hopefully they win a lot of awards. Even so, they the awards, they are not serious stuff. It's like I already very happy to have been able to watch those two wonderful movies. But yeah, now that we have review songs from the Brutalists and songs from Anora, I'm going to be playing a round of songs from a Brazilian movie, which I'm sure you already know which one is going to be very soon. So this is John Stein-Siena speaking live from Loyola Marymount University, KLMU Online Radio. Thank you so much for listening. Please enjoy the music. I think I have to censor that for a while. Yeah. FCC rules. Thank you. You just listen É Preciso Dar um Jeito Meu Amigo by Erasmo Carlos, and before that you listen Je t'aime moi non plus by Serge Gainsbourg and Jane Birkin, also known as the father and the mother of Charlotte Gainsbourg, one of my all-time favorite musicians, actresses. And before that you listen Jimmy Renda Se by Tom Se. Those three songs are included in the movie I'm Still Here, a Brazilian movie, wonderful, probably the most important political movie of last year. Very, very interesting of everything that shows the movie of, wow, what kind of stuff has gone in certain countries, also out there to see like in most Latin American countries. But well, I cannot go into politics as I have mentioned before. I'm not allowed in this radio show. But yeah, I'm Still Here, a very wonderful movie, very recommended. One of the best picture nominees of this Oscar night this Sunday. And next, I think it's a good time to transition into a very interesting category. That is like a fictional artist who was created for a specific movie, and she released, well, at least the movie and the record company released her songs as the fictional character, not as the actress. So this is Sky Riley from the movie Smile 2, and that is performed by the actress Naomi Scott. But yeah, it's very interesting, that movie, one of the best horror movies of 2024. I'm going to include those two songs and then an extra song from another movie. So thank you for listening to John Stein-Siena. I hope you're still enjoying the music like I am doing right now. So please enjoy. Thank you. Thank you to the Hollies for this beautiful song named The Air That I Breathe. That song is included in the movie Heretic. I think that's my favorite horror movie of 2024. And before that, you just listened to songs by the fictional character Sky Riley from the movie Smile 2. That character is performed by Naomi Scott. The first song was Blood on White Satin, and then New Brain, which is, yeah, it's like actually very good. So like it reminds me like stuff like Ariana Grande, Camila Cabello, I think also. Like it's funny like how good, even for fictional singers, they still, the movies create very, very good music. But yeah, two very amazing, crazy horror movies of 2024, which are Smile 2 and also Heretic. Yeah, I dare to say those are recommended if you want to watch some horror. Well, next I'm in the mood of playing music from some of my favorite movies of 2024. I think the previous one were also movies that I like, but now I feel like, oh, I need to be more careful what songs I'm choosing because time is running out. So the next song is from a British Irish movie. Oh, very incredible movie. It blew my mind how good it is. It reminded me a lot of like Train Spotting and other kind of crazy movies. But yeah, it's very cool. It is the instrumental version of the song "Hood" by Kneecap. Instrumental because yeah, all the songs they have explicit things and I cannot play it, so only the instrumental I'm going to be playing. And after that, I'm going to include two songs from other movies that I really enjoyed from 2024. So this is John Stein-Siena speaking live from KLMU Online Radio, Westchester, Los Angeles, California. Thank you for listening, and let's enjoy the instrumental version of Hood by Kneecap. Thank you. Thank you to Jerskin Fendrix for this beautiful piano piece titled Kindness, also known as Dream, from the movie Kinds of Kindness. And before that, you listened to Love Fingers by by Silver Apples. That is from the movie Civil War. Yeah, very psychedelic that song. And also like the movie has those very weird psychedelic moments, I dare to say. And before that, you listened HOOD by the band Hip Hop Irish, Northern Irish band. I don't know, well, but it's a hip hop band. They rap in Gaelic, Irish language. That is Kneecap. Yeah, those three songs I was are from the three of the craziest movies I think I watched this 2024. Maybe yeah, it's you can watch them at your own risk. But very interesting movies that those three specifically. I think this time I preferred now to listen something from more family friendly movies. So yeah, this next round of songs is just from movies that are like PG or PG-13. I will try to avoid any weird stuff like from this previous round that everything was very rated R or even NC-17. So yeah, thank you for keep listening to this wonderful radio station and also for being with me listening to these wonderful songs today, songs from movies of 2024. This is John Stein-Siena speaking live from KLMU Online Radio. Thank you for listening. Now I'm going to be playing songs that I really like from more family-friendly movies. Yeah, you just listen Popular, performed by Ariana Grande. Yeah, I think that is my guilty pleasure of 2024. That song, especially that song. The entire movie, it has like it's not. I'm not the target audience, I dare to say, but that song I was like, wow, it's too iconic. That moment, it's too good. That song I can listen it any time, up to the point of playing it in this radio show. Before that, you listen "Song to Woody" by Bob Dylan. That is, in the movie "A Complete Unknown." Very beautiful scene, that one, when Bob Dylan is like for the first time ever meeting Woody Guthrie. It's just like very beautiful scene. And before that, you listen to the theme song of Wallace and Gromit, composed by Julia Nutt. And yeah, it's just I love Wallace and Gromit. I have watched all of the short films. I have watched the previous movie. I watched this last movie from last year. Some of the greatest animated movies ever. Wallace and Gromit, very wonderful. Next, I'm going to, I have less than 20 minutes. It's a good time to add more songs from different movies and then, just go with the flow. So this is John Stein-Siena speaking live from KLMU Online Radio. Thank you for listening. Please keep listening. So here we go with the next song. You just listen, Rock DJ by Robbie Williams. Yep, it was included in the movie Better Man. Oh, wow. I love Robbie Williams' music. and Birdman was a great movie. I think it was the perfect movie for Robbie Williams, who's that kind of person who's like, he has gone through a lot of stuff, obviously, all kind of situations, and the biopic did that in a very beautiful way. It's very recommended, the movie, and or at least, listen to his best songs, his most popular songs. Yeah, Rock DJ, it's a wonderful song. I can listen it whenever I want. And the music video it's a perfect music video. I love music videos, and that music video is better than 90% of movies I have ever watched. And before that song, you listen Obsession by and emotion, and that is included in the movie Maxine. Very, very cool horror movie, very awesome crime movie of 2024. I think it's also recommended if you're into slasher, gore, violence, if you have a strong stomach, as I will say. Oh, I have 10 minutes left, and I think I'm just going to take time to play uh, two of my favorite movies of 2024. I would like to end this radio episode with this dedication to two of the best movies that I watched 2024. The first one is A Real Pain, and it is one of the Chopin pieces. I don't know what's the complete title, but I will post it on my social media, John Stein-Siena. And after that, I'm going to include musical pieces by the author, composer Alberto Iglesias from the movie The Room Next Door. Yeah, those two movies, A Real Pain and The Room Next Door, I think they are like probably my favorite 2024 movies. Also Grand Theft Hamlet, but I didn't find the songs. So, well, I won't be wasting more time. It's time to listen to those beautiful pieces of music that are included in two of my favorite 2024 movies. This is John Stein-Siena speaking. Thank you for listening. Please enjoy the last minutes of this radio episode. Thank you. Thank you. You just listened the last two pieces of music for today's episode from the movie A Real Pain and the movie The Room Next Door. Thank you for listening. This is the end of my session. Yep. Very wonderful experience of listening all these wonderful songs from 2024 movies. This is John Stein-Siena speaking live from KLMU Online Radio. Thank you for listening. See you in 2 weeks. And next week is my spring break, so pretty much this is it. Thank you.